How are you all doing? Thank you for your love and support. We really appreciate you. If today is the first time you are coming across us, or you are seeing this face for the first time, please do it to like our videos and share. In this platform, we react to all videos and your opinion is highly needed. So please sit back, watch this video carefully, drop your opinion in the comment section, and I'll be right back.
Is always to pay, and that's the price you're paying right now for the joy that is ahead. So thank you very much, every one of you. Now, coming to your question about if what we're doing has a spiritual implication, I would say yes, absolutely. Because if you look at what we are doing and what our leader have always said concerning this Biafra project, he says it is spiritual, and everything that we're doing is spiritual. And if you look at it from that spiritual angle and you link it to one of the basic books that we have, the spiritual book that we have, the Bible, you would also notice that there was a time that the children of Israel, before they left Egypt, there was a time that God needed them to sit away from the Egyptians. God needed them to be alone. And that was Passover. Before they finally moved over to the promised land, they needed to stay away from everything, stay away from Egyptians, stay away from distraction, stay away from every other thing. And that could actually be classified as sitting at home, because they received specific instruction before they ever left Egypt and said, everyone stay in your home, do not go out of your home until the angel of death will pass by. And everyone that stayed back in their homes as instructed, they were preserved. They were preserved from the angel of death. And so this event of sitting at home right now and looking at what our spokesperson, Mazi Simon, has already said to us, that in 2023, we are going to get this long-awaited Biafra, that we're going to get Biafra. And we stand together in the same spirit of faith with him. And that means that if we are at the verge of getting Biafra, this is our Passover. And that's the spiritual implication of what we're doing, that it is our Passover. You sit back and see, within this period, there are things that will be happening in the realm of the spirit. And that's exactly what is happening to the people of Biafra. Remember, during the time that the Israelites sat at home when the Passover took place, that was the same period that the Egyptians, the firstborn of the Egyptians, got killed. That was when the firstborn in every home died. And I could tell you, if there's any Israelite that disobeyed that instruction, the same judgment that came upon the Egyptians would come upon that Israelite that disobeyed that instruction, because it was specific instruction. And so whoever exposes himself or herself to be in the camp of the enemy receives judgment. And that's exactly what it is. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, thank you very much for that explanation. And as a matter of fact, the comment you made there, that if any Jewish man or Israelite had gone out, they would have suffered the consequences or the punishment. That means we should listen to what the word of God says, right?
Yes, very important.
I want to give you a scripture that supports what you're saying, and you might just make one or two statements on that. You just listen while I quote the scriptures. In the book of Isaiah 26:20, it says, hide yourselves for a little while until the Lord's anger has passed. Another translation says, go, my people, enter your rooms and close your doors behind you. Hide for a little while until the wrath has passed. How do you see that in respect to this period that we are having this stay at home? Does it have any kind of relationship? Is there any way it is compatible with what we are doing right now?
I thank you very much. I will say that it is in sync. It's in sync with what we just talked about. They are all related, because the scripture you just read said, stay at home. You're staying away from the wrath. There's a wrath, there's an anger, there is death. It could be anything. Just like this one, that one is asked to stay at home, stay away from danger, stay away from any eventuality, stay away from anything that could be harmful there. And so it's important for one to obey. Just obedience will take you away from any of these things. Being obedient, you just obey and just listen. Stay away. there's no way you will stay away and this death will follow you to your house. No. But if you find yourself out there, that's where you will be met with this danger. And so we actually want to encourage our people at this time, whether you believe in it or you don't believe in it. I think the best thing for anybody to do is just to stay away from this danger. Just stay at home. You may not even believe in the Biafra project, or you do believe in the project, but just stay away from the danger. These 5 days, make up your mind, take your family in. If you have family or you're alone, just make up your mind to stay away from this whole danger. Stay away from it, because the life is so spiritual that you can't even explain some of the things. So the best thing is just obedience. Just stay away from it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Tombi. And then just a little bit further, I'm not dwelling so much on this, but it's just for more enlightenment to our people to know the implications of possibly their disobedience or being recalcitrant. When you talk about the angel of death, that angel of death is definitely from God. And, you know, angels have two powers: to exercise benevolent power and malevolent power. The power to do good and the power to do evil. This angel of death now is sent to exercise malevolent power. And we experienced such a thing yesterday where people were in the market. Some people came and bombed and did evil. Now they were attributing it to IPOB members. In fact, somebody was even talking that it is IPOB people that came and autopilot that came and killed them, burned their distance, stole their money and stuff like that. How true is that? Do you buy that idea? When looking at the case of the angel of death, which God has sent, can you give a little explanation on that?
Well, absolutely not. I watched some of those videos and I wept. It was so painful to watch our people, you know, being slaughtered by these evil people. You know, unfortunately, from what we know and what we have seen in the past, whenever we decide to do something, you know, the enemy will rise up also to set up his own instruments, set up his own machinery at the same time. And that's exactly what we experience even now, that whenever we say we want to do this, it becomes an opportunity, they rise up. And that wouldn't make us to stop doing what we have to do. Because they will always want to rise up, will not make us to say, okay, oh, because of them, so let's abandon this whole project. Let's abandon this liberation. Let's abandon everything because the military, the terrorists, they are going to take advantage of it, or hoodlums will take advantage of it. You know, we're not going to do that. We have to do what we have to do because there is a set time, and this is the set time for Biafra to go. And so whoever decides to go out, like I have said before, whoever decides to go out, you're exposing yourself to danger. You're exposing yourself to these people. We know that there's no genuine Biafran that will want to kill another Biafra, especially people that have listened to our leader. It's not possible that you will see your brother, your sister, and you just go ahead. No, not possible. And so we know those that their hands are in the glove. We know that those that are responsible for these things, criminals and hoodlums and the Fulani terrorists. We know that they are everywhere. They are in the military. They are everywhere. They disguise themselves. And so they take advantage of any opportunity, you know, to cause this havoc, especially like the event of them going to the house of a Barrister Lloyd Mako, which I know that they have been planning. Wow, it's good to just go take advantage of this and go and harm this man. And they burnt down the market and so much destruction that they caused there. We know that our people genuinely will not do that. And so we know that the enemy did it. Right. The enemy went ahead and did that. And so that's the more reason why our people need to pay attention. Like I said before, whether you believe in the Biafran project or you do not believe, but as long as you are in the land, you have to just stay. When they say stay at home, just stay away from danger. I think that's the best option for anybody. That's the best advice, to keep yourself away from danger. Just stay away, because even though the angel of death was sent to do this destruction in the land of Egypt, we have to remember that the devil comes to kill and to destroy, and so he uses those that are ready. And these terrorists, that is their handwriting. Thank you. That's what they've been doing, and they want to do it again and again. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I like that. You just struck a chord to me here, because the angel of death, even though sent by the Lord, could be from among them, who is there to kill any Biafran that fails to heed to the instruction. You become a culprit. You become a prey. Because if any Israelite had left their house that night when the angel of death was released, he would have been killed. So it is better to listen. Now, I want to bring you to something else, which in the process, you made a mention of Ejimako's house, how he was attacked. and something like that. Don't you think that these people are trying to use some kind of blackmail and intimidation to stop this sit at home? That's the first question. Number two, the sit at home we're doing, is it too much of a price to pay, considering the fact that Onyendu has been in detention for more than 1 year for our sakes? Thank you.
Okay, yes, thank you very much, sir. The burning of his house, destruction caused to Barrister Aloy Ejimakor is so unfortunate. We know very well that they would want to use anything to blackmail genuine freedom fighters. And so, like I said before, this was like an opportunity. Whenever we decide to do anything that is good, whenever we decide to do whatever will bring us closer to our deliverance, closer to our freedom, they appear. And so this was one of those strategies to cause distraction. This was one of those strategies to blackmail freedom fighters. This was one of those strategies to just say, oh, look at, they are the ones doing all of these things. But we know from their antecedents, what they have been doing, that the people behind that destruction are not the people that called for sit at home. They are not the people that genuinely are fighting for Biafrans. They are not the ones that are trying to liberate Biafrans, because you can't be liberating your people and you kill your people, you destroy your people. We know absolutely that the true freedom fighters, we know that the autopilot, they are not the one involved in this criminality. There are people responsible, and they are the same evil people that we have been fighting. So they disguise, they could come in any form. We know that they could come in any form. So for sure, they are trying to blackmail. But you know what? This blackmail cannot stop us. There's no amount of blackmailing that will stop the truth. Darkness cannot cover light. As long as there's darkness in a place, light comes in. Light overshadows darkness. And so what we're doing is light, and what they are is darkness. And so that's my answer to that.
Okay.
So secondly, that blackmail cannot stop us.
The second one, which I want you to touch on, is the price to sit at home. Is it too much to pay?
Oh, okay. Wow, yes. Sitting at home for 5 days, it cannot and never be too much to pay. You know, just like the Onyendu had told us before now, how they used hunger. They weaponized food and used it as a weapon to fight our people. And so our people just end up talking about food, how to feed the children. You're too hungry. You must go out every day. You must go and look for something to eat and something to drink. But you know what? If a pastor or a chief priest or a juju priest or whatever gives any of our people assignment for 2 weeks not to eat, oh, there's a cleansing, or there's something they want to do in the family home, I can bet you that they will not eat. They will not eat in that home. And so it's not too much of a price. It's just a mind thing. We just need to reprogram, our minds. Our people just need to understand that there's a price that one must pay for freedom. Freedom is not free. It's called freedom, but it doesn't come freely. There's a price. You must pay a price. And all the countries of the world that we know that have their freedom today, that are living well today, that everything is working, they paid a price. Their forefathers paid a price for freedom. They fought for their freedom. People died during the time they were fighting. It did not come easy. And so if this is the price that we have to pay to sit at home for just 5 days, it is not too much. And come to think of it, Onyendu have been sitting at home. He's been sitting in one small room for almost 2 years. He has spent the first Christmas in that place, and the second Christmas is just around the corner. He has been sitting in one room without the family, without loved ones, without all the people that he loved. Nobody around him, sitting alone, not even allowed to talk to people. It's not too much. Even if we're asked to sit for 1 month, it isn't too much. We will sit 1 month, we will sit. And like we'll always reference COVID-19 period. People sat, people were even grateful that they could sit in their homes without dying. They were grateful for that. They were grateful. Nobody complained. They were okay. They were just okay. They were whispering in their homes. Just whispering in their homes. Nobody stepped out. No ceremony. There was no ceremony. There was no burial ceremony. There was no wedding ceremony. There was no traditional marriage. There was nothing. There was no school. There was no market, no gathering. And people were okay with that. And so if you are told that, look, I have the blueprint, the roadmap, I have the compass to how this Biafra that we have been waiting for over 50 years, somebody comes and says, I have the roadmap, I have the compass, I know how it will end. This is one of the strategies to get there. I think we should jump at it. We should embrace it. We should receive it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Please, Tombi, I am afraid we have to stop here. Simon Ekpa is on air. I've just received information. Fellow Biafrans, we are going to continue this discussion tomorrow. We have a lot in our kitty to discuss with you people, from the struggle to economic implications, political implications, and so many things. So I just have to stop here, bring this to an end. My apologies, you people don't mind. Let us go over and listen to Simon Ekpa. Abitombi, please, would you just say a word or two to the Biafrans to thank them, and then tomorrow we are going to meet.
Okay, thank you very much once again, Biafrans all over the world. We have 3 more days to sit at home in this very first phase of the sitting at home to our liberation and freedom. And so please just keep sitting at home and stay safe at home. And at the end of this journey, you are going to smile. You will forget the sorrow like a you will forget it. So please just stay safe and we'll meet again. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Remember, Biafrans, our sitting at home means we're making a statement to the whole world. We don't belong in or to Nigeria. We're free people. That is the main reason why we are staying at home. It's a strategy to get Biafra. Very effective. The Indians did it. God told the children of Israel, stay at home in the Passover night. When there was danger, stay at home. Let us listen to the voice of the prophets. God bless you and see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we shall be here 5 p.m. Biafran time. 5 to 6 p.m. within that period, 5 to 6 o'clock Biafran time. We'll get back to you. Meanwhile, we are going to stop so far and join Simon Ekpa live. Thank you, Tombi. Have a good day and God bless you. Bless your family.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye. Bye, my dear.
That brings us to the end of this update. Do well to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for always tuning in. I really do appreciate. Share the video and tell your friends about this platform, because the best thing or the best place for you to be is here. Turn on the bell icon so that whenever I drop a new buzz boost like this, you'll be the first to notify. Thank you once again and remain blessed.